Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning at the beautiful Vinton War Memorial. At this time, I would like to call to order the 2019 State of the Town Address and installation of officers for the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce. The State of the Town Address will be delivered by the Honorable Mayor Brad Grose. Please rise at this time for the presentation of colors delivered by the Town of Vinton Police Honor Guard and the national anthem to be sang by William Byrd Choral members Kim Hoyle, Ivy Mitchell, and David Scott.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
Order, color. Right, thanks. Forward, mark.
Thank you for that. You may now be seated. At this time, I'd like to welcome Reverend Travis Russell from the Vinton Baptist Church to come up for this morning's invocation.
Would you join me in a word of prayer? God of hope and peace, joy and love, we pause in the midst of today's gathering to acknowledge your presence. We thank you for the opportunity to join together in the bond of community. We thank you for Vinton and all who gather this morning out of their love and care for our town. We give you thanks for the gift of a hot breakfast, for all the hands that prepared it, for the hospitality of those who served it, and for the conversations we have enjoyed around the table as we were able to partake of it together. Bless those who will share a word with us this morning. Give them wisdom and clarity as they present. Give all of us who hear an eagerness and receptiveness to engage and participate in these upcoming opportunities. May we all be inspired to help make the town of Vinton the very best it can be. We thank you for the many leaders, first responders, businesses, churches, schools, partnerships, and residents who are already a part of that good work. As we do all these things, may we be filled with the spirit of this special season, being changed once again by the story of your love that transformed this world through the humble, peaceful, gentle touch of a baby. As we look to the future of Vinton, May we follow that example, being humble in our endeavors, peaceful in our differences, and gentle in our care for one another. May the love that forever changed this world many years ago permeate within us and this wonderful place we call home. For it is in the holy name of Jesus the Christ we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. I would also like to recognize some special guests and dignitaries here in attendance this morning. Please hold your applause till the end after all the guests are introduced. From the town of Vinton, we have Mayor Brad Grose, Vice Mayor Keith Lyles, Councilmember Sabrina McCarthy, Councilmember Janet Scheid, Councilmember Mike Stovall, Town Manager Barry Thompson. From Roanoke County, we have the Chairman of the Board of Supervisors, Phil North, Board of Supervisor Jason Peters, Commissioner of Revenue Nancy Horn, Sheriff Eric Orange, County Administrator Dan O'Donnell, Treasurer Kevin Hutchins, School Board Member Tim Greenway, School Board Member Mike Ray, School Superintendent Dr. Ken Nicely, School Board Member Jason Moretz. From the City of Roanoke, we have Mayor Sherman Lee, Vice Mayor Joe Cobb, Councilmember Anita Price, and Councilmember Bill Bestfitch. We also have Patricia White Boyd, Councilmember for City of Roanoke. Thank you, everyone, for coming out this morning and joining us. The Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce has experienced a lot of success this past year. We're happy to have nearly 300 members, over 25 annual sponsorships, and reach thousands of folks in Vinton and in the surrounding areas. We also take pride in putting on over 14 free or cost-effective events each year. The Chamber of Commerce has always been about people helping people, and we look forward to continue that mission heading into 2020. When we speak on about people helping people, it's all about the partnerships we build, and one of the most pivotal partnerships that we've built is with the town of Vinton and its town officials. We are excited about this partnership and how it has grown. One result of this amazing partnership has been our transition into our new home right across the parking lot at the Charles Hill Community Center. A big thank you goes out to Angie Tuning, Catherine Sowers, Pete Peters, and so many other great individuals who made this crazy ideal a reality. As we head into 2020, we have no plans of slowing down and look forward to strengthening this bond. In 2020, we look forward to having many great ribbon cuttings, lunch and learns, and so many other great things that are coming down the pipeline that will continue to spotlight some truly great venues here in the town of Vinton and great organizations that call the town of Vinton home. I really want to thank you for allowing me to welcome you this morning and giving me a chance to speak to you. At this time, I'll now introduce our nomination chair, Dr. Richard Turner, to start an installation of officer process. Other committee members for the nomination committee were Allison Finney and Michelle Barklow, and I greatly appreciate that. At this time, will all 2020 board members come to the front, and I also want to give a big thank you to a few board members coming off of the board today. All board members can come to the front at this time.
What a good-looking group. Thank you. Yes. Good morning. The following have been nominated for the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce. Justin Davidson, Member 1, President. Allison Finney, American Efficiency Ends, Aquanet, First Vice President. Bruce Mayer, Lawyer, Second Vice President. And then for new board members, Colby Sarver, Food Line Vinton, Anthony Connor, the Connor Group, and Tim Greenway, Mountain View Real Estate.
Just my mic because I'm short. You have heard the report for the nominating committee. Are there any other nominations for board members? Any other nominations for second vice president? Any other nominations for first vice president? Any other nominations for president? Hearing none, the chair declares the nominations closed. According to the Roberts Rules, a plurality voice vote is in order. All of those in favor of electing the slate of 2020 Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce Nominating Committee report as presented, please say aye. It's all you. Those opposed say nay. All right, the ayes have it. And the 2020 Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce officers and new board members are elected. Congratulations. I would like to introduce the board members before they're installed by Mayor Brad Grose. We have, as you heard, Justin Davison. First Vice President, Allison Finney. She couldn't be with us today. Second Vice President, Bruce Mayer. Board members are Sonia Bolin at Parkway Vet, Dr. Richard Turner, John Connor, the Connor Group, the Anthony Connor Group, the Connor Group, Paige Stovall, Michelle Barklow, the Salad Factory, Andy Bishop, Twin Creeks Brewing Company, Chris Duncan, Vinton and Brambleton Computers, Julie Mayer, which could not be here today with Leisure Publishing, Jason Bishop with Bank of Botetourt, Norman Mall is not here with McAdoo's, Anthony Connor with the Connor Group, Tim Greenway with Mountain View Real Estate, Colby Salver with Food Lion, Brad Grose, Pete Peters, Assistant Town Manager, Chassie Barber, the War Memorial, and Town, what is your title, Chassie? And of course, Catherine and I look forward to working with you guys this year, so thank you very much.
Yeah, you have to walk across the hot coals now. So certainly want to congratulate all you folks. It's, in my mind, quite an honor to serve on the board, and you are definitely part of the leadership team here in the town of Vinton. And I want to thank you for making that commitment to the Chamber of Commerce and to the town, and I certainly look forward to working with you this upcoming year. You know, one of the things that makes this job so easy is that you have a lot of people who help you. So Catherine from the Chamber wrote this really nice installation procedure, and Susan Johnson from the town had a ceremony procedure. So I put them together and put them in my folder where they would be safe. I can't find my folder. So, so we're going to kind of wing it this morning. I got a few questions for you guys, and if you agree, if you would answer in the affirmative, such as I do. Do you promise to perform your duties to the best of your ability and to abide by the bylaws of the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce? That would be I do. Thank you. Do you promise to conduct yourselves in an honest manner, and that you will never bring dishonor to your office in the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce? I do. Do you promise to support the Chamber to the best of your ability by regular attendance at the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce meetings and sponsored events? I do. All right. Having answered in the affirmative, I do declare all of you the officers for 2019 in the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you and congratulations. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Good morning, folks. Certainly good to see all of you here this morning. Man, I really like this light, but is my makeup a little shiny? I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. We're honored that you are here with us today, and We certainly appreciate the fact that you've come out, and we have a wide variety of friends from throughout the valley, so we are certainly honored to have you with us. I want to thank our caterers this morning, Jerry's Restaurant. Didn't they do a great job? Thank you, folks. I'd also like to thank Chastity Barber, our Community Programs and Facility Director, and her staff here at the Vinton War Memorial. And of course, a special thank you to the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce for co-sponsoring this morning's activities and for everything they do throughout the year. They are an awesome bunch. And last but not least, I especially want to thank my family, Mandy and Debbie and Melissa. Without their continuing support and love, I could not be mayor or anything else, as a matter of fact. So thank you, honey. Before we really get into the presentation, I'd like to acknowledge and sincerely thank my fellow council members for their vision, their leadership, and friendship. Vice Mayor Keith Lyles is with us, Council Member Sabrina McCarty, Council Member Janet Scheid, and Council Member Mike Stovall. Thank you, folks, for all you do. I certainly appreciate your dedication to the community, and it's an honor for me to serve alongside you. As a matter of fact, we have a picture up here. Of course, that's right before budget, and that's right after. And you trust those folks with your tax money. Actually, this council works very hard, and they are making a difference here in Vinton, but we do have fun at our job. Next, I'd like to recognize the town's leadership, starting with Barry Thompson, our town manager. Barry, I want to thank you for doing such a great job. Barry has done an awesome job. He's made some very hard decisions, and one of his secrets to success is that he focuses on getting results without worrying about who gets credit. So, Barry, thank you for the job that you've done these years. Our leadership team does include some other very important people, such as Pete Peters, our Assistant Town Manager and Economic Development Director, Donna Collins, our Human Resource and Risk Management Director, Tom Foster, Chief of Police, Ann Cantrell, Town Treasurer and Finance Director, Susan Johnson, Town Clerk and Executive Assistant to the Town Manager, Anita McMillan, the Planning and Zoning Director, Chastity Barber, Community Programs and Facilities Director, and Joey Heiner, Public Works Director. Thanks to each of you for your tireless work, and you certainly do a great job here in town. And folks, I might remind you, one thing we cannot overlook is the fact that Vinton is a small organization, so these are working leaders, and they work right along their co-workers, right with them every day to get the job done for our citizens here in town. And now I'd like to take a leap back to around 2007 or 2008. We weren't down by any means, but quite a few folks were worried about where the town was headed. Just as we have now, we had a great town council and great community and county representation, and they sincerely cared for the town. We recognized that there was a problem, actually a series of problems, and we needed to take steps to proactively control our fate. The town was experiencing flat and declining revenues, little to no private investment, and our downtown was starting to become empty, and there was an obvious lack of excitement and energy. In 2009, Town Council developed a strategic plan to get us back on track. Council took steps to envision what they wanted the town to look like in the next 10 years. That resulted in establishing a guide that has become our marching orders. While we still have work to do, I'm happy to report that Vinton has achieved many of those lofty goals, and it is mainly because of the buy-in of our council members that have come on board since then. We have transformed our community from a go-through town to a go-to town. That's one of our vice mayor's favorite sayings, and we have done it together. Through partnerships and commitment, we have rolled up our sleeves and made it happen. I look forward to sharing a few of our successes this morning, and council looks forward to the many future successes that we will achieve together. However, we have not done this alone. Vinton is a small organization with a great staff, and by working with our regional and local partners, we have been able to accomplish much more and at a quicker pace than if we had tried it alone. I want to especially thank our fellow local governments for the great job they are doing. What they do often impacts Vinton, both directly and indirectly. And I am amazed at the spirit of cooperation that exists in this valley. And I'm very proud that Vinton can be part, at least a small part, in our collective progress. Once again, thanks to Angie, Catherine, and the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce Board for all their work to support the Vinton business community. They highlight all that is wonderful about our town, and they create so many great memories through their wonderful events. This year, we worked with the Chamber to further solidify our partnership together by signing a lease with the Chamber to locate the offices in the Charlie Hill Community Center. The Chamber now has additional working and meeting space and opportunities to provide value-added services for their members. The town also took steps to solidify our partnership with the Vinton Historical Society by renewing the lease for their building that serves as the Vinton History Museum, and we established a formal agreement to outline the operations and funding for the museum. Wasn't my ring. The members of the Historical Society are energetic, passionate, and more engaged than ever, and we certainly appreciate their efforts. The Vinton Breakfast Lions Club is also very active and is the very definition of a community service organization. This year's projects include cleanup and site improvements at the Giles Avenue Cemetery and construction of a picnic shelter at the Herman L. Horn Elementary School. Annette Patterson and the Advancement Foundation is a community resource that we are truly blessed to have here in the town of Vinton. We were very fortunate a few years ago to have Annette approach the town council about locating the foundation in the upstairs of the health department building. We were happy to help her out, and believe me, she has not looked back since. It's been wonderful. Thank you, Annette, Catherine, and Kelly, for all you are doing in Vinton. Roanoke County Schools is another partner that we appreciate so very much. We are excited to learn of the planned renovation at William Byrd High School in 2021. The town also enjoys many outreach and community policing programs with each of the schools in Vinton and East Roanoke County, and we are very proud of the school's achievements both academically and athletically. In 2019, the town of Vinton launched a comprehensive website that is vibrant, more functional, and provides more dynamic, real-time information for our citizens and visitors through social media and calendar integration. Thanks to Roanoke County Technology Services and Susan Johnson and Julie Tucci for taking the lead on this update. Thanks to the town safety committee for their work to spearhead building safety improvements at the municipal building. This is work that, quite frankly, we pray isn't necessary, although we are very proud of the improvements that will protect our employees, and our citizens. Also, thanks to the safety committee for their work to incorporate a more robust workplace safety and training program. Programs like first aid and CPR and workplace safety training will help reduce accidents and reduce insurance claims and increase workplace productivity. Our single largest department, and perhaps the one that is most visible, is the Public Works Department. These professional men and women do an amazing job in providing many services that our citizens sincerely appreciate and rely on a daily basis. New trash carts, a new trash truck, and new collection procedures were rolled out in 2019. A new street sweeper was purchased, very cool looking piece of equipment. New snow plows were also purchased. Of course, they will be used to keep our roads open during the winter, and that's really a point of pride here in the town of Vinton. This year we paved over 4 lane miles, and we completed several stormwater and sanitary and water pipe projects, such as this one that's located on Jefferson Avenue. We are very proud of our police department. Under Chief Foster's leadership, the department has received its 5th reaccreditation. He has recruited some very talented certified officers to fill out our staff, and he has made great efforts to engage with dozens of our citizens through their community policing programs and neighborhood outreach. The department also assists with keeping the public safe during parades, festivals, and concerts. The town has also reinvested in new police vehicles to keep our officers on the road and represent the town well in the eyes of the public. Thanks to the planning and zoning staff for their tireless work behind the scenes that goes on every day and affects so many of the procedures here in the town of Vinton. In 2018, the department worked on zoning and subdivision updates. They worked with the Planning Commission to revive existing and create new ordinances, and they oversaw numerous public right-of-way updates, as well as managed several greenway, transportation, bike, and pedestrian improvement projects. We also want to thank our finance office for all their efforts and for what they do every day. This year, the finance department reopened a capital improvement plan to fund public equipment and infrastructure. They achieved greater than a 98% collection rate for invoice services. They integrated a paperless bill system to provide citizen convenience, and they facilitated a water meter replacement program, and they have been recognized by GFOA for the CAFR from 1995 to 2016 and for the budget procedure from 2016 to 2019. Folks, that's a big deal, and it takes a lot of hard work. The town invests over $100,000 annually to maintain public transportation services. We instituted a new reciprocal bus route in 2019 that improved efficiency and maintained services to municipal, recreation, residential, and commercial clusters. The Zagster Bike Share program was maintained in 2019 and relocated to a more visible site near the Vinton Branch Library. This service provides a convenient bicycling connection from downtown Vinton to downtown Roanoke. We want to thank the Community Programs and Facilities Department for their great work. The staff maintains our public facilities and keeps them in tip-top shape, providing spaces to host meetings, to get married, to remember our past and our veterans, or to enjoy a concert. They oversee all of the activities and scheduling here at the Vinton War Memorial, the High Ground Monument, and the Charles R. Hill Community Center, where we maintain a very active seniors program. Renovated in 2016, the Vinton Farmers Market has become a centerpiece for activities. Countless events, festivals, and concerts are held there annually and has become the end place for entertainment. Here you can buy fresh food, hear live music, and experience a great fun fitness program. And you guys can tell I participate in that all the time. Yeah. We are very proud of our long tradition of quality, family-friendly community events. Two of them are the Vinton Dogwood Festival, which will celebrate its 65th year in 2020, and the Chamber's annual Christmas Parade. Both events bring many citizens and visitors together to help celebrate our civic pride each year. And of course, you can see the color guard, floor ward dance during the parade, Dogwood Queen's Lunch, William Byrd High School Band, the Public Works Department float, and of course Santa's always at the farmers market after the parade. He's in the parade too, by the way. We enjoy a variety of civic events in Vinton, such as the Gladetown, Carlisle, and Midway reunion, the Boy Scouts participation in Veterans Day, and the planting of pinwheels to recognize National Child Abuse Prevention Month. The town staff is working with DHCD to develop a housing rehabilitation program that will be a preliminary step in applying for a $1.4 million community development block grant. The theme of the housing rehabilitation program is warm, safe, and dry. Examples of the eventual work program are interior and exterior rehab consisting of roof, facade, HVAC, windows, utilities, and other structural improvements. Here is a before and after picture. The town has been awarded a $300,000 grant from the EPA to conduct a community-wide brownfield assessment and redevelopment program. This program is designed to target underutilized properties and redevelopment by conducting environmental assessments and create design concepts to help develop and market these properties. The town continues to develop Vinton as a walkable community with the next phase of the Glade Creek Greenway. This project is fully designed and is currently out for bid, with construction expected to begin in early 2020 and will help connect Vinton with the rest of the Roanoke Valley Greenway system. Two of the most heavily traveled intersections in the town, Washington and Pollard and Hardy and Vineyard Roads, have received a $200,000 grant. This should be installed with pedestrian signalized intersection improvements, and the site should be finished by sometime in the spring of 2020. These improvements will include pedestrian signals, high visibility crosswalk markings, improved signage, and sidewalk improvements to meet ADA compliance. The town has also received over $1.4 million of transportation enhancement grant funds from VDOT to install a bike and pedestrian improvements along the Walnut Avenue sector, which is the town's third most traveled gateway. The town has also applied for a revenue sharing grant from VDOT to rebuild a portion of Mountain View Road at a cost of $1.2 million. The town's share of the 50-50 match is being provided by proceeds from the parimutuel taxes being collected from Rosie's Gaming Emporium. McAdoo's opened in December 2018 after a successful partnership with Roanoke County and Richard Marker to convert the former library into a full-service restaurant. It has become a hub of activities for families and coworkers since its opening. The Billy Bird Apartments recently opened after another successful partnership with Roanoke County and developer Dave McCormick. 83 market-rate apartments will be coming online, and of course they will bring dozens of residents to our downtown. The town purchased Geisha's Mill, which is the town's founding structure, in late 2015, and we have been very busy in developing a plan for its rehabilitation for the next chapter of its over 200-year existence. The town is actively working on this project with a developer to renovate the building in the very near future. The Lancelot reinstalled ice last season and has completed over $3 million of interior improvements with an exterior renovation plan in the works. The facility now hosts over 400 youth hockey players, several hundred adults, Virginia Tech and Radford University ice hockey teams, and a public skating program. Rosie's Gaming Emporium opened in 2019, May of 2019 as a matter of fact, and has become an entertainment destination for locals and visitors from throughout southwestern Virginia. The facility is also generating much needed revenue for the town, and that is being used to fund capital projects and update equipment for our Public Works Department. The recent announcement of Vineyard Station is a partnership with Roanoke County and developer Dave Wilkerson and the Vineyard family. This space is expected to open in 2020 with a full-service restaurant and much-needed additional parking for our downtown section. I have a short video that we would like for you folks to watch. This was produced by RVTV, and we think it perfectly frames some of the successes we've had here in town and also the partnership with Roanoke County that has made all this possible. This is only a couple minutes. I hope you will enjoy it.
Other folks on our board today who don't live in this area, like Jason and I, got to see what actually is going on firsthand.
Well, one of the things we're really proud of here in Vinton is that we've been able to repurpose old buildings, because a lot of these buildings have special meanings to people. You know, the Billy Bird Apartments was a former William Byrd school, and it has a special place in the hearts of many people here in Vinton and East Roanoke County. So it's very exciting to see those buildings return to service in our community.
These projects take a long time to implement, from start to finish, at least 5 years, each project. So to see them happening all at once now is tremendous. It's a great time to be in Vinton.
It's cheaper to redevelop with an existing structure than it is to build from the ground up a new structure. And so it's a win-win for everyone involved when that happens.
I like the Lancer a lot. I like the ice. I like the energy and the excitement in the room, and it makes me want to go ice skating.
I'd never been inside Vinton Motors before, from Vineyard Station. I mean, I've been by it 1,000 times, but never been in it. So that kind of impressed me with the space that was in there and the parking.
I cannot overstate the importance of partnerships to the town of Vinton, and particularly between the town of Vinton and Roanoke County. We work hand in hand on our projects, and they've just been a great partner for us. There are certain things that we can do because we have small, manageable projects, but many of these projects we need help from Roanoke County, and they've been a great partner throughout the years. Folks, thank you for your patience this morning, and thank you for being in Vinton. God bless you.